Hello. Today, we're going to be doing a top 10 songs from martian2mars. As somebody who loves music, I thought it'd be fun to do like a top 10, specifically like songs that came out within the past year, although there is a little bit of, I kind of ignored that rule for like one or two of them, but that's fine. But 2025, right? Amazing year for music. Not amazing year otherwise, but amazing year for music. And so, to celebrate, we're gonna talk about my top 10 and plus one honorable mention. Honorable mention, I only have one. It took so long to narrow down this list into a top 10 that I had to do an honorable mention. So, for today's honorable mention, it's Snuff by Bad Flower. This is one of those songs where I feel like it's better if you just listen to it, but I should notify that it's a little bit not safe for work. So if you're under the age of 18, maybe skip this one, please. But if you're above the age of 18, check out Snuff by Bad Flower. Really fucking good song. I really love the copyright interlude bridge moment. I'm not gonna say too much on that, but you'll know what I'm talking about when you listen to the song. Absolutely fantastic instrumental, and it's really fun. It's a little cheeky. I like it a lot. So, honorable mention of the year, Snuff from Bad Flower. Yeah. Next, Hoes Depressed by Thought Squad. This is one of those songs where if you're having like a slow morning like me today, if you can believe it or not, like I said, good morning, coffee's helping quite a bit. But point being, Hoes Depressed by Thought Squad is one of those songs where you can play it as soon as you wake up and you will have energy for the day. It is such a rejuvenator. It's so fun and obviously energetic. It's got a really fun little like, I could beat this bitch up, but I'm medicated and doing well mentally, so I'm not gonna bother kind of an energy, which is really fun. I like that energy for song. I feel like it's like a new take, give or take, if you will. Very fun. Also, it was featured in the video game Dispatch this year. I believe the character who like sings a song in game is called Prism, and I believe they're also voice acted by the vocalist from Thought Squad. So, highly recommend checking out Hoes Depressed. Absolutely fantastic song. And that's my top 10. Number 9, Haven by Mariana's Trench. This is honestly, if I could put every Mariana's Trench like ender and beginner song from all of their albums, I would. However, I did want, like I mentioned, wanted to keep this relatively 2025 centric. Haven is the last, oh, there's a kitty outside. Sorry, I got distracted. There's an outside kitty outside. But Haven is the last song in the soundtrack and of their most recent album, and it is so good. That's one of those songs where Mariana's Trench is known for doing their like storytelling type of albums, and this most recent one is no exception to that. Absolutely fantastic storyline, but the contrast between the first song on that album, A Normal Life, to the last song, like I mentioned, this one, number 9, Haven, absolutely fantastic arc. I don't want to speak too much on this because I really want you to listen to it, but I should note that if you're a fan of long rock songs that have plot and different musical arcs that create different themes in the songs, you need to check out Mariana's Trench. And honestly, I would say start from the beginning of their discography and then go forward. But if you really want to start with their most recent stuff, this past album, especially the song Haven and also Into the Storm, but you didn't hear that. Really fucking good. Really fucking good. So go check that out. Let's go to number 8. Number 8, Sunsetter by Callum Hood. So, if you're a 5 Seconds of Summer fan, you may know that some of the boys released their solo projects. Finally, after we all were so hyped when Ashton did it in 2020, and then again most recently with Blood on the Drums. And Callum Hood released his solo project. I believe it's called Order Chaos Order. There we go. Absolutely heartbreaking, wrenching, beautiful album. Oh my god. But especially Sunsetter, I literally made a painting off of this song in particular. Like, it's just such, it's got a little bit of a country vibe to it, which normally I'm not really a big fan of country, but the way that he does it is just so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. It's enchanting. And it's just such a vibe. It gives me, like, it's definitely one of those songs where I've been on a couple of road trips this year, and that's one of my road trip songs, especially when you're like out on the back roads where it's just a bunch of nature surrounding you and you're driving with the windows down. Sunsetter by Callum Hood is very much that kind of a vibe. It's a beautiful love song. Highly recommend checking out the album, but especially check out Sunsetter by Callum Hood. Fantastic. And let's go to number 7. Number 7, lucky number 7. Also my birth month because I'm a July birthday. I'm a Cancer sign. Dash Out by Ando-san. I apologize for mispronouncing that. You can see it right here, featuring Spyro. I don't know these artists super well. I just got introduced to Ando this year on his YouTube channel. Absolutely insane instrumentalist, and also the vocals. He's got such a good, like, it's just, the grit and the cadence. Oh, it's fantastic. But especially Dash Out. The guitar solo in the, like, near the end, I don't want to call it a bridge, but where the bridge would be is just, it's absolutely fantastic. It reminds me a lot of the guitar in Land of Gold by Sutan Sudasej. I apologize for mispronouncing that, but if you check out my covers, it's on there, it's Land of Gold. If you liked that, like, original song, the guitar on this song, Dash Out, it reminds me a lot of that, but not even that, like, not even if you're a big guitar person, the vocals and the composition of it all on this song, absolutely breathtaking. It's another one of those songs where I put it on and I'm immediately hype. I'm immediately dancing in my car like an insane person, and the people across from me at the four-way intersection are watching me have a fucking disco party, okay? Absolutely fantastic song. And also, I cannot wait to see what else this person does. He also has a song called Bad for Your Health. Also fantastic. So, Ando-san, I apologize for mispronouncing that, but fantastic. And I can't wait to see what you do next. Please go check them out. Let's go to number 6. Number 6. Okay, this is one of those things where if I could put the entire album, I would. But I really tried to isolate it like one per artist, and I do break that rule, and you'll see later, but moving on. Beverly Hills by Doechii. Beverly Hills by Doechii is one of those songs that, according to them in a video that I watched, which I will see if I can find that, but if not, do your research. But I remember seeing them talk about how that song almost didn't make it on the mixtape, and I am so glad it did, because oh my god, Beverly Hills is such a brutally honest, beautiful, just a heartwarming piece. And I say heartwarming because it's one of those songs where the song itself, like, it's not like it's meant to be super cute or like cuddly's coming to mind. Like, it's not meant to be that, but it's meant to be very serene in a way, I think. I don't want to speak on what it's meant to be. I shouldn't, but that's what it feels like. It's such like a, I'm just thinking about the opening verse, and right now in my head I'm just like, yep. It's also like, it's one of those songs I'm just glad exists in the world. I feel like my life is genuinely better knowing that song exists. I think it's one of those experiences, specifically lyrically, being able to hear that from somebody that I look up to as an artist, frankly, and have such honesty in such a beautifully crafted way, and you can tell they put love and energy into that mixtape. I mean, of course, it's Doechii, but like the team too, even by like the instrumental, it's very, I don't know if you could say eloquently compositioned, but like seriously, like it is absolutely beautiful, and it gives that vibe that it's super easy to make. Like it gives like, it sounds easy, but then you listen to all the parts of it, and it's just, so good. So, Beverly Hills from Doechii, if I could put the entire Alligator Bites Never Heal album here, I would. However, I already have a Doechii song lined up, so just stick in there. But, check out that album / mixtape. It's a mixtape. Check out that mixtape, especially Beverly Hills. Fantastic. Let's go to number 5. Alright, y'all. Alright. All I'm gonna, I have thought about how I would describe this song in particular since I thought of this video idea, and I really didn't want to mention this person's previous career, because I feel like this song and their musical career is very much standalone, absolutely phenomenal. Another artist where I wanted to put a lot of the songs on here, but I needed to practice restriction. I need y'all to know that Leon Thomas's My Muse has been on repeat for me every day. It's such a good, and the opening where it goes dun 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 dun, and then he hits you with the riff immediately to capture your attention. Fan-fucking-tastic if I do. And I loved Andre on Victorious, but to see the actor Leon Thomas just absolutely fucking kill it and get what he deserves musically, I mean, ugh. I mean, talk about like a diamond in the rough who's finally being shown for the diamond that he is musically. I don't know much about him as a person, but oh, just so good, so good. Absolutely fantastic. Also, side note, he did a remix with a Coco Jones song, Here We Go Again, like the remix version with Leon Thomas. That one could also been on this list. Like, it's just, he has such a way with, tonality, commuting the vocals, but not just through like emotionally, like acting into vocal, you know, more like making riffs in a way where it's communicating the emotions as well. So not just like, he sounds sad. No, it's the notes itself are sad. And so it gives this vibe. That's a vague example, but if you listen to his stuff, you know what I'm saying. It's very much, oh, it's so good. I feel like I could keep just saying it's good, but like, if you don't already know Leon Thomas's stuff, check it out. Specifically, I would recommend checking out My Muse. Very good intro song to his stuff. Also just beautiful, very fun. Yeah, let's go on to number 4. All right, another artist that I could have put a lot of songs on here for is DJO, so otherwise known as Joe. I call them DJO because I know people who actually have the name of Joe. So his name is Joe though, I should pronounce it that way. But for those who are just listening and not watching, it's spelled DJO with the letters. So if you're looking up this artist, that's how you type it. However, Joe, or Joe Keery, has a song called Try Me. And that album, especially the Crux, I'm talking about the Crux Deluxe version for specifically the song Try Me, but that album is so fucking good. And I love the variety of it. I've been watching this artist and evolve a little bit for the past couple of years, and it's been absolutely like incredibly educational in a way, to be able to see him talk about like the first album he made versus second and then now the third, and kind of the evolution of that. And Try Me is one of those songs where I feel like you can tell that he's just having a grand old time because he's making stuff that's new. It's this idea of, I could go on for days. So let me just get back on track. Try Me in particular, it's such a good song in the way that it's written with restriction. I'm not going to quote it exactly right, but Kendrick Lamar, there's a quote about, like, he's talking about how one of the ways to like work on songwriting is to practice restriction, right? So creating an idea and making it very precise, and that's the song, right? Try Me is one of those songs where I think very much that practice is practice, and you can tell it's just very much like, here's the song. I also, side note, love that you don't hear the title until the very end. I think that's really cute. It's a little side thing, but love that too. But it's just, if you check out any of DJO's stuff, I think Try Me is a really good starting song. I wouldn't say it's the one I'd recommend for you to start on. That would be Keep Your Head Up, but you didn't hear that from me. But still, Try Me, absolutely fantastic song. Very cute, very fun. It's definitely one of those songs where if you have friends who also know the words, singing along with them in the car is like kind of a fun vibe. It gives that kind of a vibe. So hopefully you check it out, and let's get on to number 3. Because I mentioned it earlier, and I mentioned it that I was gonna try to keep it one artist per song per top 10. However, my love of Doechii is gonna exclude that because the collab that she did with Alameda, I believe, I apologize for pronouncing her name wrong. I also love her stuff too. Gonna Bleach My Eyebrows and Guys Girl on repeat as well, don't get it twisted. But these two artists came together to create Beat a Bitch Up. And when I tell you, Beat a Bitch Up is a song that I was not expecting to have sobbed to, but since it's released, I have. Especially that part Alameda does where she goes, I really would, and it's up an octave, and it just goes. Oh, artistry, magnifique. Oh my god, it's so good. And then also Doechii's verse is like da 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 da. It's such like a good like clean rhythm, and I say clean because of it's very like. I think besides the part that I mentioned where she goes, I really would, and it goes, the song stays the same tempo the entire time. But it because of frankly, the artistry and the mastery of vocalization and synchronizations and beats, they made it so like versatile within the same tempo in a way that's like you could do this bop for the entirety of the song and you wouldn't be off beat until the very end, of course. But it still feels fresh. It still feels like every like 20 seconds it's a new little fun thing. And that's one of those things where it sounds easier than it probably was to make, and I can respect the fuck out of that. Also, just like a fun song. Like, it reminds me a little bit of Alter Ego by Doechii, but definitely more of like a lighter vibe. Also, Alameda does a little bit more of like guitar and a little bit more rock punky stuff, especially like vocally, I would say. So if you're into more of like, if you're like me and you've been really wanting Doechii to do a rock song, Alameda made some of that happen, and I think we all need to show her some respect, because holy shit, that song is so good. And apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but I need you to go check out Alameda stuff. It's right here. It's so good. But yeah, let's go on to song number, I think two? Yeah. I'm a Youngblood stan, and I wasn't for so long. I feel kind of bad. I wasn't like a hater by any means, but I kind of slept on his stuff a little bit for a while. I remember when The Funeral came out, and I was really into that song, and Love Song also, and that was about it. Like, I had friends at the time who were into his stuff, and I just never really got into it. And then he released Idols. Oh, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad that I was sleeping, because he has stuff outside of that I've now discovered that's absolutely fantastic. You may or may not have seen me cover a couple of them, but this song in particular of Idols, Hello, Heaven, Hello. This is another one of those songs where it's that rock storytelling long form that he brought back in a way into the mainstream that I'm so grateful for. Oh, I'm so grateful for it, because it's just absolutely beautiful. Again, with that storytelling of like, this one, it's one of those long songs, so you definitely gotta like strap in and get ready for the ride kind of a thing. But it's just another one of those like brutally honest, very personal. He also does that thing that I mentioned with Leon Thomas, where it's not just the like way of speaking, like voice acting of it, it's also the particular notes and the minor and the major changes, where it's like very, I mean, obviously musically gifted, but specifically like when it comes to the composition of the song, it's fantastic. And I love me some good screamo, but in mainstream pop, because now he's considered pop. So very good, very good. Specifically, Hello, Heaven, Hello. Absolutely outstanding. So that's definitely number 2. And drum roll, please, for the last song, top number 1 for Mars for 2025. Samara Sin. You beautiful genius. You absolute beautiful genius. Beautiful also physically, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying your brain is absolutely outstanding, and I would love to buy you a coffee, as respectively as I can say that, because Katana? Katana? I'm not even playing it in my head, I'm hearing it, and I'm like, yep, that's a fucking beat. Oh my gosh. And it's very smooth. I love the part where it starts out and it goes, katana, blade, shing, and it's got such a good sound effect. It's such it's very much an earworm song where I'll hear it, and I'll hear that song the rest of the day in my head, because it's just such a bop. I know we don't use bop anymore, but fuck you, I'm using it. It's a bop. It's an absolute bop, okay? Also, it's just like fun. It's so much. The music video. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about the music video. The music video for the song also very fucking cool. In a way that, if you haven't seen the music video, this next part might not make so much sense. But if you have, the way that they used certain special effects that normally I would not find cool, and then somehow managed to find a way where now they look cool. Wild. Absolutely fucking crazy, but they fucking made it happen. The one that's coming to mind is the balloon head effect. That's been used a couple of times recently, and I never find it like cool until Samara did it. Oh, it was so good. Oh, Katana's so fucking good. I'm just so very much number 1 spot goes to Samara Sin for Katana. I loved your work with Party of 2, and I'm so sorry you've been going through some shit, but thank you for blessing us with Katana. Also, honorable mention for Samara Sin, Vitamins and Minerals. Also a very good song. Very much stream that all the time. Also, it's a good reminder to take my vitamins. So thank you for that too. Well, if you're watching. But I hope you enjoyed. That was my top 10 plus an honorable mention for 2025 music. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. Stay safe. Oh wait, my outro. Oh my god, my bad. It's been a while since I've filmed. I apologize, y'all. If you're still here, please check out my link tree in my YouTube description and YouTube bio to help donate money to Palestine, Sudan, Congo, Yemen, and Haiti, as well as many more. The whole point of that link tree is to help put money to where money can help people live better lives. So if you're interested in doing that with your funds today, check that out. Also, if you're an immigrant, particularly in the USA, since y'all are being heavily attacked, I hope you have a fantastic day today. I hope you stay safe, and I hope you get the chance to check out some new music. Whatever that be, maybe it's one of the songs I mentioned here, maybe it's a music video that you're going to check out for the first time. Either way, have a safe, beautiful day, hug your loved ones, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.